Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another MAMG Let's Play of It Moves. When we left off, our little protagonist here is having some nightmares and it doesn't look like things are going too much better for them. A hook hangs from the wall. A piece of meat hangs to dry from it. Delicious. Oh, we are in an earthquake. Okay, earthquake? Nope, that's a demon monster. The painted glass depicts some religious man, I guess. Okay. Scene from the Bible. I don't like the red. Is something chasing us? I'm guessing we need to go in here. Whoa. This looks a bit trippy. Another one. Hi. It's a big pool, but I'd rather not use it. Yeah, it looks like it's a bit occupied at the moment. Somebody's, you know, just chilling in the pool. I love how different each room is, though. Looks like a map. Do we need it? The picture depicts a couple of standing men standing in front of a car. Okay, I'm out. I hear voices, I'm out. I think those are hanging animals? Can't tell. Excuse me? Pardon? The music stopped and everything's weird. Please no. Oh, okay. Okay then. What? Oh, thank you so much for transporting me to this lovely world. Let's just go. Let's just get out of here. Yeah, that's creepy. Looks like a puzzle situation. Maybe only certain ones are supposed to close or something? I don't know. Can't go back. I can't tell if this is a puzzle or just... Oh, they're not closing their mouths anymore. Yeah, this is legit creepy. Jeez, this game is so weird. Can I help you? Anyone? Anyone need any help? Is there anything I could do? Please don't kill me. Okay, this is weird. This is creepy. I'd rather not. Oh! Okay. Never mind. Oh, okay, we're screwed. We're screwed. We're boned. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, but those are old men babies. Old baby men. They are gonna do bad things like eat my face off. Okay, so I'm starting to assume, which is a bad thing, that I might not be able to die in this game. You may just be living these nightmares and like you're just kind of along for the ride. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. As soon as she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all of the slats and placing an old desk, a chest full of drawers, and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where at the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable. But I soon would be, if I found that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing that my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix, which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came and I drifted off to dream. I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Good. That's good. That's wonderful. I think we're coming close to the end though. I think chapter 5 is the end. I believe. But don't quote me on that. It's a very, very atmospheric game though. Hi. Save? Yes. Oh yes. It says woof. Woof? Why woof? Saxon notebooks. I don't know why I said woof. I'm stupid. Poster for a play. A bunch of school books. Okay. Anything here? Do we need to go to the piano? Oh god, no, kid. No, that's how you summon demons. You don't do that. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Hi. Let's not go there. You are good. Thanks. Even if you don't know why they are there, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Some dinosaurs. It's a Triceratops. Okay? Another picture of what seems to be a religious man and woman. Don't want to be in these classrooms for too long, to be honest with you. The sounds of screams are awful. They're even worse when they are your own. I'm sorry, what? The newspaper article's too aged to read. It's a piece of paper here, it reads knock knock. Piece of paper here, the text on this illegible. What? Pile of mattresses dirty and worn out. Okay, that was kind of a cheap scare. But sure, why not? Oh, that's a door? No, that's a locker and somebody's in it. I'd rather not. Thanks. The writing on the desk with some school material on it. Okay, what's this one say? Writing on the desk with... Really? I figured that's a piece of paper that I need. Okay. Okay. Well, nothing here. Big filing cabinet. Various books that look like they would be hard to read. Looks like there's nothing inside. That's good. I guess we need to go to this one? That's where the thing was. Yep. Do I need to follow you? Oh, okay, never mind then. The lock on the door's broken. I don't think I can get in here. Okay, I guess we need to go there. Various school rules printed here. Are we not gonna read them? Are we just gonna say that there's a bunch? There's a hole in the wall where the roots have grown. He went down the whole thingy. A busted old machine of some sort. Okay. Let's go down here. Oh, this is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Where am I going? I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of this is. At all. Am I supposed to be in a maze? Feels like a maze. Okay, so let's take it one step at a time here. Okay, so left. Should I just stay left? I'm gonna go right this time, though. We did something. I don't know what I did. I don't like it. Oh, God. This is the same. Isn't it? Or is it not? I don't know. Freaking dream worlds, man. You can't tell if one thing's different than another. Alright, keep on going, I guess, kid. I guess it's Oh. Oh. Okay. Don't just lay on there. What are you doing? Why would you think that's a good idea? Oh, God. Hey guys, what are we doing today? Everything I can think of is bad. Dinner, operation, ritual. All of it seems like it's gonna end very badly for me. I don't know, maybe you can die in this game. Maybe I got lost and I did something I wasn't supposed to. Game over? Okay. Oh, cool. You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No? Alright then. Then let me have your soul. God, that was creepy. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door, and the walls. The door and the walls, some toys on the shelf, and... Even to this day, I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise. No rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless. Lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there, motionless, in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. A sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of the bed. Then I remembered. The crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing the best I could the sound and vibrations it caused, but it could not be found. I'd either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had, I could not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be actually aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was gonna die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it's faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of the top bunk, hoping not to disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that I had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. What? Did you go back to sleep? Okay, there's another chapter. But did you go back to sleep? Really? Dude, there's a demon ghost creature thing. Well, this is weird. Are you a fish? You look like you're a fish. Alrighty then. Oh, every game has to have swimming sections, doesn't it? From Mario to Donkey Kong to all the other old classic games. I'm gonna avoid the fish because I don't know if they'll kill me or what they'll do to me. But I have a feeling that we don't want to interact with them. Hello? What are you? Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know. There's somebody else floating there. Is that my dad? This is so weird. Drain the water and remove diving gear. Oh, I'm diving. Sure. Why not? I guess. If that's an option. At least you're responsible. A lot of times when people have dreams like that, you know, they're freaking... Oh, thank you. You know, they can breathe underwater or whatever. But this kid, he's got diving gear. Hello, Dad. So I'm guessing his dad was diving with him. What you got in here? Read logbook, yes. Oh my god. One of my biggest fears is deep water. Ironic when you consider the fact that I'm working on the mining station thousands of feet underwater in the Mariana Trench. I've always wondered why I was afraid and reached a simple conclusion. The true fear presented here is actually going down beneath the surface into the depths. It's a combination of all our most common fears. 1. The fear of the dark. When you're at the bottom of a body of water, you can't see anything. It's pitch black. Have you ever tried to swim down as far in a lake as you can? It gets really dark and cold really fast, about 10 feet down. But even that's nothing compared to the deepest part of the entire crust of the Earth. Located at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, the Mariana Trench, which is 38,000 plus feet. If you put Mount Everest at the bottom of the trench, the top of the mountain would still be nearly a mile, would be over a mile below the surface of the ocean. Everything else below you is complete darkness, and is definitively plays into our collective fear of the dark. Oh my god, this is so long. Fear of suffocating. Have you ever gotten to the point where you swam down too far in the swimming pool and you seriously considered the fact that you might not make it to the top before you ran out of breath? If you've ever been roughhousing as a kid with blankets and pillows, you actually got pinned down instead of sleeping inside of a sleeping bag or something, and you get to that point where laughter temporarily turns to screaming. You know the scary concept of not being able to breathe is. Even if you have scuba gear with you down that deep dark abyss, there's a chance the valve could pop out or you could run out of oxygen. You can't see and you really can't take a deep breath. Could it get worse? Yes. There are over 1 million species of creatures in the oceans, and scientists estimate there are an additional 9 million species yet to be discovered. That means we only even know about 11% of the creatures in the ocean are. Most of the beings in the oceans are things mankind has never seen or heard of. Who knows what could be down there? Think about a time when you're walking in the dimly lit basement trying to find something. All of a sudden, something brushes up against the back of your neck. They become airborne, similar to a frightened cat, and instantly turn around and shine their flashlight to see what it was. It's never anything actually scary. But in deep water, it's always something scary. It's dark, you can barely breathe, and something just touched you and you have no idea where they just went. But there is more to fear, I'm afraid. Fear of flying insects. In the water? Imagine that as you're walking along, all the beetles and scorpions crawling along the ground, the huge black hairy spiders that are hidden from view, and the cracks and the slimy worms and snakes that are burrowed beneath the ground, simultaneously start flying anywhere they wanted. This is what the bottom of the sea is without water would be like. For the strange creatures underwater, there is no up or down. Even the manliest of men, even though they appear to be calm, quickly tense up and become filled with a secret fear that the bug might land on their eyeball or fly into their mouth. And that's why men try so hard to kill them. Unfortunately, in deep water, you can't see any of the undiscovered, freakish flying creatures that brush past your body as you grasp at your suffocating throat. Number 5, the fear of being caught. Imagine you're running from a bear. You'll be eaten if you're caught. And it doesn't help that bears run faster sideways than the fastest human can run forward. When you're at the bottom of the sea, everything that is around you is built to move in water. If something is truly frightening, like a giant shark or giant squid caught sight of you, you could turn the other way and flail about all you want. but the monster will catch up with you in a split second. You can't get away from anything. Even if you had the wherewithal to see and breathe, you couldn't run from danger. It would simply find you and devour you. There are lots of places that I wouldn't want to be, such as trapped in a burning house or alone in the vacuum of space. But in a burning house, at least I can see in it. In space, at least there aren't any creatures that could get me, that you know of. There are no other places in the universe that combine as many common fears as 7 miles below the surface of the Pacific Ocean. It is because of the combination of all these fears that I'm so horrified by the deep water. Okay. So you pretty much gave me reasons to be afraid of the ocean. Thanks. That was nice of you. Where's my dad? Ooh, it's an anglerfish, I think. Isn't that what they're called? Well, he's telling me to go down, so I'm just gonna jump in this. Reasons why the ocean's terrifying. Let's jump into a giant hole, shall we, child? Let's do it. Sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, so I have no control whatsoever. I've got nothing. What's gonna happen? Ooh, what's gonna happen? Oh, hi! Okay. I thought they were gonna play it up a little bit, you know, like make you feel like something's brushed up against you or put some scritching sounds in your your headphones. But no, it just straight up ate us. Great. You look exhausted. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. That I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now, with me under it, pinned against my mattress and no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could. I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved, the blanket, it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold. Something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure it must have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move its cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of the straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wondered to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. Oh God, there's more! I really thought it was 5 chapters long. Weird. Okay, chapter 7. I am really tiny. Hello? Hi there, friend. Bye, friend. What is this? Hello? Am I supposed to go in here? The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Huh? I'm not going against 7 sins. Death? Enemy? Hi? Okay. This is like beyond weird. I don't even know what to expect anymore. And having once chosen never to seek to return to the crossroads of that decision, For even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. What? At a crossroads in life, what does one do? Stand at the crossroads if you will, but if you'll not choose, I'll move on without you. What? Oh. Let's go up. Okay, let's go down. Okay, let's go this way. Okay. Well then. I tried. Am I supposed to stand here? Is that what you're saying? Stand at the crossroads? No? I'm guessing that's not what you meant. Well then, I have no idea what you want me to do. Can I go back? Oh yeah, I can go back. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for playing that lovely song. It's very wonderful. Could you not though? Oh. Could we not do this? Please? Oh God. What are you? What do you want from me? Okay. There's nothing I could do. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall which my bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. Oh God! I realized that this clutching, rancid thing which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall, like a spider striking from its lair. Oh jeez. Suddenly, its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me. Into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me. Yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why it was so eager to suddenly strike. Why this thing had to have me now. Through my window. That window, which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope. The first rays of sunrise. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up to my chest. Its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room was contempt was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as the scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. I awoke to my father offering to make me some breakfast. A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, and now? I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I believed would stop the thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night, I awoke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be, vibrating violently. I lay there sure as I could hear distant wheezing coming from the deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year, I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Wow. That was actually really well done. Hi. Please don't. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, like, I do feel like there's no sense of danger per se because, you know, you can't die, but then again, it's this kid's dream, so he can't really die. Well, I don't know. I guess people can die in their dreams, but you know what I mean. Based on the story Bedtime by Michael Whitehouse. Cool. So there's a creepypasta if you actually want to read the story that it's based on. But that was a very cool, creepy game. I don't know if I want to play a ton of these like forever and ever. Oh god, I'm gonna be sitting here like just worrying about this for the rest of my life. But yeah, that was interesting. I guess that's the end of the game. Do I need to find anything? I don't know, I'm just walking. Just walking and talking. Okay, let's fade the darkness. The end. Okay, so that was It Moves. It was a very interesting, creepy game, and I'm really glad that I gave it a shot. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. It's very more narrative-driven than some of the jump scary games. The jump scare that it did do was kind of weird. It actually did an amazing job in creating an atmosphere, and I hope that we see more from the creator in the near future. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next time. My name's Jay. I need something. I'm guessing I'm missing one. Oh god, that face! I don't want to look, but I kind of have to. What should I be doing right now? Music's getting a little bit intense for my feeble little body here. Just gonna be honest. So I found way more than 4. But I don't know what else. Oh, hi. Hi there. Sorry to have bothered you.